Hey there, welcome to GemiiToys. Here we are once again, and finally, it's here. The Endgame Battle Damage Iron Man Mark 85. I've been really looking forward to this figure. First, remember to subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss out on any future content coming up on the channel. So as usual, what we're going to do here is take a look at the box first. Real nice box. It's a hard cardboard. It's got some glossy areas like the Avengers Endgame logo. Very similar to the clean Mark 85. This is a special edition with that glossy logo as well. And on the side, you can see it says Iron Man Battle Damage with various Iron Man figures, or armors I should say. Pretty much all of them around the box. And on this side here you can see it's the foam protecting the figure. The top here, not much to see. And the bottom, Avengers Endgame. So, slipping out this foam protector, you have engraved Mark 85 Battle Damaged, and removing that, this is how the figure would actually come to you. So, let's take a look at this guy. Yeah, I'm really happy to finally have this guy and add him to the collection. I was very content with my clean version, but ended up posing him always in the I am Iron Man pose, and kind of feel like I need this hand to do so properly. This is the snap. Trying to replicate snap, something like that. My hand looks ugly. No, this looks much better, but real nice. Couldn't do this with the clean version. Is you can't get that real snapping pose. I mean, those fingers were posable. This one comes also, I'm getting ahead of myself, but also comes with the articulated fingers hand, but you can't really replicate that so well. So, taking a look here at the figure. Love this part here. Always say that. But yeah, I'll remove these a little bit later, but it looks like he's got extra battle damage, so I'm just going to leave him on for now. But taking the first look here, the top here looks pretty clean. I was already expecting that. The helmet is pretty much the same as the clean one. But the rest of the figure is pretty battle damaged, especially in the front here. The legs. It's got little nicks, and it's got like they kind of use like a air spray, or what does he call it? Like spray black. You can see in various parts, even on the back here, you can see the spray painted black, like right there. Yeah. Barely any battle damage on the back, but it's not a big deal to me. I'm not going to be looking at the figure too much from the back. And apparently he didn't have much battle damage in the actual the source material, so the helmet could have been maybe a little bit more nicked up, I guess. It just looks like he took way too much damage on the body and nothing on the helmet or the back. I see what people are saying, but right here, a few nicks. I'm thinking to compare this guy to the clean version. Let me know if that's something you'd be interested in seeing. I think it would be fun to do. Kind of already doing it in my mind on this review, but nonetheless, here we have the bottom tray. It comes with this hollow shield blue. This is what comes with the special edition. It's a very cheap plastic. Got the instructions that I never take a look at. Probably keep these sealed. And then here, this bottom tray is mentioned. That's what you would get, the base and some accessories. So we'll be taking a close look at all of those. So let me try a snap. No, that didn't work out so well. That's kind of lame. Anyways, I made a mess here with my snap. I didn't even say I'm Iron Man. Yeah, I can't be Iron Man. Of course not. Nobody can except for Robert Downey Jr. But either way, I just wanted to show you guys. I want to remove this leg I was thinking to remove the leg, but I used some tweezers to finally pull out this final piece. So, you know, get the figure. You might need that to remove the foam. That was a little bit annoying. I thought I would just share that. So taking a look at the accessories next, we're going to take a look at the hands here. You can see it's got that spray painted kind of dirt and grime, I want to say, and this kind of repulsing blaster with the articulated fingers, just like the clean version. So I'm just kind of replicating a snap here, but you couldn't really do that as well as with that actual hand that now we get with this version. So yeah, here's the other hand, basically the same weathering you can expect. And then these what I call repulsing hands. They're kind of like made out of like a rubber material. They're real nicely posed up for flight poses or blasting one of his enemies. Oh, I put that. Let me fix that. OCD kicking in. Anyways, here we have the Nano Gauntlet with the articulated fingers. As you can see, once those stones are on there, it starts creating a lot of damage. So I'm flipping myself off here. No, I just wanted to see if you could do it. Let's do a snap. That would be more classy of me. Yeah, you know, it's got it's the same as the clean one, only this damage, and it does light up in blue if the batteries hold up, that is. And yeah, I'll be showing that for sure a little bit later in like a dark light setting. Yeah. So we have like a relaxed hand when right before he snaps his fingers. This is what his hand looks like, and pretty much that I'm going to show that a little bit later is the hand to use with this head sculpt, and I'll explain a little bit later why I think so. But here you have the snapping right before the snapping fingers hand. You can just pop them in. So you got 3 choices of hands, 2 with the set pose and 1 with the articulated fingers. And yeah, here you can see all the damage. Once those stones go on here, it just starts to really mess up his armor pretty bad. And that's pretty much all most of the damage is from the stones. I was really taking a close look at the footage. So here we have the energy blade. It's kind of pointy, and you can see my hand through it, so that's nice. Transparent, looks sharp, no damage, so it's something you could use with your clean version. I think that's the idea behind this suit. It's kind of like, it's a whole nother just like Hot Toys did with Mandalorian. Here I'm trying to I'm trying to find the hand that would go to hold this, and yeah, this doesn't really work so well. So Hot Toys should have given us a hand to hold that weapon. But yeah, like I was saying, you get some accessories here that go better with the clean version, so it's kind of like one of those things in which you have to get both figures, like Mandalorian vibes is what I'm getting. You had to get both figures to complement each other. But here we have this piece again. It's nothing too exciting. It looks nice on the figure. You can use it also as a fan, you know, it's kind of hot here, so it's not too bad. But that's all you get with the special edition. There's nothing really too special about it. And I don't know, I guess this is the same type of plastic as this, so I'm going to show you some batteries. It's the same batteries you get with pretty much every Iron Man, with a couple tools there to work them in, as it is a challenge every time. But this is the best accessory. The figure should have just came with this head sculpt on, and the helmet is an accessory, because this figure is meant for this head sculpt, and what a great head sculpt this is. I mean, look at the expression. It's right about before he's right about to snap his fingers. You know, he knows what's going to happen. There's a little bit of dust there, but he knows very well what's going to happen, so he's just got this, you know, horrified look on his face, you know. It's almost like, you know, I call me a weirdo if you will, but I try to make eye contact with the head sculpt, see if they look at me straight in the eyes, and this one is kind of got that, I don't know, I want to say hazy look. It just looks lost. It doesn't really, you can't really, like I said, make eye contact, but it makes sense because, you know, he knows he's about to go. So it's a great head sculpt. I just thought that was interesting. He's just got that lost look in his eyes. But here we have the articulated pole. You could use it to bang up your Iron Man and cause more battle. Yeah, I don't know why I'm doing this. Anyways, yeah, I guess there's no better use for it. I won't be using it. But what I will be using is this base. It's real nice. It's got a nice dry brush paint application to it, I want to say. Yeah, the rocks could be better, could be a little more defined, a little more detailed, but definitely gets the job done. And it's kind of softer, so, you know, putting the figure on his knees, you got some areas there in the rocks you can just really pose them well on there. Much better than just a regular base, that's for sure. Diorama bases are great. So another look here at the figure, removing this chest area to show all the nanotech. Even though that's not something, you could use this to just make him look a little more battle damaged, I guess. And I'm just testing out the articulation. As you can see there, you got certain areas you can extend the arm out, like I showed you there, and, you know, get some nice range of articulation here. Got all these parts that basically move out of your way to offer that much more articulation, or I should say, that way you won't be damaging any parts when you articulate them. You can extend that part there. That makes them look even more battle damaged too. And the leg, real nice. You can see all these parts here. You can move them out of the way, like I said, to get all that articulation. Even toe articulation, I want to call it, even though it's not really toe articulation. I guess it is. So yeah, very well articulated. Again, I'm repeating myself, just like the clean version. This is the clean version, only dirty, grimed, and damaged. And that's what we're gonna do in this next section. We have him on the Action TD. He's rotating. I'm gonna take a real nice close look at all the damage detail, as that's pretty much what this figure mainly features. You can see here all the dirt and grime, all that weathering, the nicks. Yeah, taking a real close look here, you can really see all that battle damage. Well, not that much yet, but you know, there is a lot of it. See that one nick? Most of this is not on the clean version. The clean version just has some minor nicks and a little bit of that dirt and grime, very, very minor. in comparison to this version. His butt is quite clean, but you can see some dirt around there in the hands, that one scratch on his arm. Oh, this arm really looks, if we can get it to focus there, yeah, got a lot of damage there. Yeah, all those little nicks on the legs you can see. You can't get to focus that one area, the arm there. But the back is quite clean. But it does have all that dirt, like splattered around. And this is the part where you get to see all the clean back. No, the battle damage coming. We got to see it there, but here you can really see. Yeah. And then this neck piece is not. This is the neck piece that you should. It attaches with a magnet, and it's supposed to be for the head sculpt, not for the helmeted sculpt. But this is the battle damage version, and that's why it just adds that battle damage to the neck. I get what they're doing, but regardless, this is the battle damage, and I'm not going to pose him with a helmet, I don't think, almost ever. So here I'm showing you the process of installing the batteries, as you probably imagined by the images. And yeah, it's a big job, but here are your switches. Got one switch here. This is the main one. The 3 batteries in the back there. Then you got the 2 arms. You can see them switching on there. There you go. And then the most pointless ones are the legs. It's just the one LED light. We'll see it here. See that one light there? Yeah, that's it. The main one is the back one. It's multiple lights, the arc reactor, as well as like 6 more lights. So, and then of course the helmet. But yeah, I always like to test out at least that all the lights work when I first get a figure. Yeah, that one, and on the other side here, it's kind of pointless. A lot of times I don't even bother, but you know, for this review, of course I will. So we're gonna just take a quick look here, real quick look of all the lights. Actually, I said 6, but no, there's many more even on the back. So there you can see all the lights in action on the action titty in a little darker setting as well. So here's the first pose. Kind of utilizing a little bit that toe articulation to balance them. The lights turned on, looks real nice. It does bring the figure to life, that's for sure. So I always like doing for pictures and videos like this one. But then once he goes on the shelf, yeah, I'm never gonna use these lights or the light up effect. So definitely a gimmick for the most part. So there you have that lit up helmeted scope helmet. Looks real nice. Look like that light up effect looks deep in there. It's got this blue hue to it. I really like it. All the lights kind of do, which is a real nice touch. So yeah, that's the first pose. I always gotta do that pose. Don't have to do this pose. This is the chicken I don't know why I'm saying chicken wing pose. No. No, I just wanted to show you that you can remove these. Remove the arms, and then you can plug in these claw blasters, which is what we're gonna do next. And yeah, I didn't even bother to turn off the lights for this entire review. I kept them on because it's a big, you know, just taking all the pieces, removing all the pieces, all the stuff that protects the batteries, I want to say, or allows you to access the compartment. It's a pain. So, but they're holding up. As you can see here, the claw blasters look real nicely lit up. And then here's the pose. Some simple poses I'm doing. Nothing too special, but I went a little more out there with my clean version, but you know, that's why, because I already did a bunch of poses for my clean Mark 85 review. You can check that out on the channel if you like. Did about a year and a half ago. But I didn't have this hollow shield, so thought I would do a pose with that, and that hand barely can hold the energy blade, but you can get the figure to hold it. As you can see here, yeah, it's weird. Should have gotten a hand for that. And then you're basically using a fisted hand, and you just slide it into that circle you can see there. It's foam protected. It works well. It gets the job done. It looks pretty nice, actually. It feels in hand, it just feels really cheap, but it looks nice. So I'm glad to have it. Looks real nice like this, with the lights kind of reflecting through. Yeah. I mean, I'm probably not going to use it. Definitely not on this version. Maybe on the clean. That would make much more sense. Posed up on the shelf. We'll have to see. I'll mess around maybe on the comparison if I do so. It would be fun. I'm really thinking to do it. So here again, there's a plucked chicken again. I'm kind of just showing you all the all the parts. I already showed you this, but I even removed the neck piece, as you can see there. Barely see. Yeah, it's removable with a magnet, so you could use your clean one. And I don't know why you'd want to do that, but you could use it on this figure for when you use the helmet. But yeah, this is how I'm gonna pose him on the shelf. Needless to say. See all the rocks there? You can put the knees in a nice spot there. That's pretty soft. Won't damage the figure. And yeah, this is the pose. This is the pose for me. This is the pose for pretty much every collector that I've seen. But we're gonna take a close look and pause here a minute at this head. As I was looking at some footage and what frame matches this expression, and this is the one that I found matches best. And then you can see the damage is being caused by the gauntlet. That damage there on the chest close to the arc reactor, that's when the stones go on his gauntlet and they start just kind of damaging his armor. Even his lights turn off. I was looking at details of that, and you can, it's really detailed, that scene. Take a look. You'll see, like, not his arc reactor light, but those other little reactor lights. Some are so damaged they shut off. And it would have been nice, you know, to get this light up feature to be a little brighter. I just put these in here, and yeah, it's not lighting up so well. They dim out real fast. The rest is good. They'll last a while, but on the gauntlet, it dims out real fast. And you know, since they went with that gimmick, it would have been nice that that battle damage, like I was talking about before, on the chest area close to the reactor, kind of, I want to say to the right of the figure, those two lines there, those should have been they're caused by the gauntlet, so should light up in blue. So, but you know, that's just a minor nitpick because I don't really care about the light up feature. It's, again, it's a gimmick. But here you can see a little bit better. You see, this is what I'm talking about. That's the same damage caused by the stones. That just kind of goes throughout his armor and really damages his armor. It really put his armor to through hell. But here, I turned off all the lights, and there, that looks better. That looks better. Like I said, that one chest area should have had this blue effect as well. I've seen some customizers do it, because that's what that damage is caused by. But that looks pretty nice in the dark. So anyway, it's an epic piece representing Tony's ultimate sacrifice and the end of a marvelous era. Yeah, you know, pun intended there. But this figure feels quite special to me because of that, and Hot Toys delivered a fantastic, perhaps best head sculpt, I want to say, with realistic looking injuries matching the source material. Also, the armor battle damage looks quite nice. However, like I've said in previous videos, it looks cheaper than the damage on the original prototype. I got to see it Comic-Con a couple years ago or so. It's pretty much the same amount of die cast as the clean 85, and personally I'm pretty satisfied with the look of the final product and value, especially given the fact that I got this figure hunting at a great deal and just couldn't be more grateful about that. So as for how it compares to the clean one, or which is better, let me know if that's something you'd like to see in a separate video. And that's gonna wrap this up, and as I always say, subscribe, like, and comment. Enjoy the path of collecting, and I'll catch you guys next time.